I am Jadon Se of the third arc of consciousness. I speak to you today with a message from the dragon. This message is a message to clear up some misunderstandings about what is multidimensional, what is a dimension. From the viewpoint of dragons, a dimension, dear ones, is simply a point of view. Imagine you're in a forest, walking along a path. The dimension you are focused on is where this path is leading. Perhaps the light on the leaves of the trees, the song of the birds, these dimensional experiences. You are in the dimension of a forest path. Now imagine the path becomes rather grassy, and you lay down on your belly, and you peer into the grass. Perhaps you see small insects, ants, under the grass, busy doing something. Perhaps you see a bead of dew with sunlight being split into rainbow hues under the grass. You are still on that forest path. However, your focus has now shifted a dimension. Your multidimensional self has jumped to a new level, the level of what is happening under the grass. Now, we know that these dimensions overlap. We know that what is happening under the blades of grass is indeed on the forest path, in the forest, with the same bird songs, perhaps the same quality of sunlight. Are they different dimensions? Oh, yes. Are they the same dimension? Yes. Depending on your point of view. Let us take this further. Perhaps you know someone who claims to speak to fairies. They may even tell you they have seen fairies, elves, or gnomes in the forest. You may not have ever seen one in this lifetime, at least in your waking hours. And you may think, well, they might be hallucinating. They might be crazy. They might be imagining things. Dear ones, if someone sees something that you cannot, and you sense the truth within them as they speak of this, and there is no sense of deception in your heart, or ungroundedness, perhaps, if it feels natural to this person, and they see something you do not, their dimensional vision is simply different from yours. The child who has the childhood friend that she can see and speaks with and plays with, she is not crazy, dear ones. She simply is seeing into a dimension that you are not currently seeing into. And what of shared visions? 2 or 3 people see something moving in the forest. Others are looking, but they can't see anything. They say nothing happened. Well, dear ones, the dimensional sight of each person can be similar or very different. One person's truth is not perceived as truth by another. This is normal. When you hear of a person who is labeled by your medical professionals as schizophrenic, multiple personality disorders, etc., what is real to them is simply very different from what is real to you. So in addition to having dimensional and multidimensional vision and sight and understanding and sensory perception, one also carries within them a vibrational harmony or a vibrational discordance with others' realities. Plural, yes. There are many realities, many dimensions. Your Master Yeshua said, there are many mansions in my Father's house. This is all true. It is true for the person who is seeing another being or speaking as another personality, perhaps. And it is true for the person who may see a schizophrenic, quote-unquote, individual speaking to someone who simply is not standing there. The person witnessing this may say, there is no person standing there. This is all in their mind. They are a schizophrenic person. They are having hallucinations. And from that person's standpoint, it would be true, dear ones. For the dimensional vision of that person, the witness, cannot behold the person with whom this supposedly schizophrenic person is having a conversation. An important thing to understand, dear ones, is that if a person utters that if something is true, and you detect no deception or anything amiss in their energy, then it is just fine to accept that it is true for them. It is fine to accept, dear ones, that they see things that you do not. They are looking into dimensions you are not accustomed to looking into. Back to the forest path. Now imagine you are hiking down that trail with friends, and suddenly you see the grass and you wish to lay on your belly and peer into the grass. Maybe the other friends want to continue on. They have in mind some destination, a waterfall. Perhaps they are in their own minds thinking of yesterday or tomorrow. Perhaps they are imagining that they just saw something in the trees, or perhaps they actually saw something in the trees, and they simply do not wish to peer into the grass with you. It is all good. It is all okay. Peer into the grass if that's where you wish to look. Look under the trees if that's where you wish to look. Think about the waterfall if that's what you wish to dream about. These are all dimensions of the mind, dimensions of the senses, dimensions of imagination, dimensions of creativity. You indeed are multidimensional beings, all of you. Please respect that your multidimensional truth may or may not be in accord with another's. If your multidimensional truth is in harmony with someone else's, it is easy for you to accept anything they say is their truth. You may just say, wow, that's amazing that they saw this, and completely believe it as truth. Maybe even be a little jealous that you didn't see the fairies. Or you may think and feel in your beingness this person is off the mark. I do not feel that that person saw these fairies. I do not feel that fairies are even real. I've never seen a fairy. If this sort of discord happens between their truth and yours, simply observe it, accept it. Do not fight it, dear ones. Do not judge the person as being crazy. Simply shrug your shoulders and realize that you can't see the fairies right now. That person may or may not be seeing fairies. Leave it open, dear ones. Do not conclude that that person is insane. Do not conclude that you have a problem opening your third eye because you cannot see these things. Do not conclude that there is a problem of any kind. Simply accept that there are many different dimensional experiences. Some may overlap, and some may not. If a person speaks something that resonates with your beingness, gladly accept it, or at least take a second look at it. Bring it in. Feel it. Feel into it. If a person speaks something that immediately feels off or wrong or does not resonate with you, do not judge, dear ones. Simply let it wash over you. An appropriate thought might be, this doesn't resonate with me. There is no judgment in that. It is simply a fact that in your current dimensional viewpoint, you do not see this truth. That is all. This does not mean the other was lying or being false, unless you strongly feel or are guided to understand that they were being false for some other reason. It does not mean that they are seeing things in their mind or crazy or hallucinating or on drugs, though any of those could be true. Feel into it, dear ones. But the most important thing is to get a sense of, does this resonate with me? If it does, there is undoubtedly a message in it for you. If it does not, there could still be a message in the discord. Why is it that I cannot resonate with this person's thinking on this, or this person's truth that they're uttering? Why does it not resonate with me? Is there a message in there for me? Is there something I could understand from this? Nothing happens by coincidence. Look for the meaning in even the smallest things, but do not stress yourself if the meaning does not come. I am Jadon Se, Golden Dragon of the third arc of consciousness. I love your dimensions, dear ones. I love the viewpoints you share, and the ones that are unique to you above all. Blessings be.